Hello everyone. In this tutorial, we have seen that in the previous one that how we create a table in just few of the click by using the Excel sheet, right? So in this tutorial, I am going to explain you how we can create a relationship between the two tables or whatever the table we have created so far. So our first table is the employee table. So I'm going to create ID as a primary key. Since we can create the primary key at the time of table creation, but since we have already inserted the data, now ag- again we can create one column as a primary key. So for that, I'm going to create as a primary key. For that, we'll use alter command, alter table employees, add primary key ID. Run this. So now this is created as a primary. So whether it is created or not, we can also see DESC employee. Here we can see that yes, ID is created. It will not accept the null value, which is the characteristic of the primary key. The same way we can also do with this one role. I'm going to create ID as a primary key. So I can take this query and make the modification in table name only. That is also created. Now city. We can also take the same query. Oh, sorry. And city. That's done. Then for the state, use the same query. And change the table name only. Since all of the common column name is same, so that's why I don't need to change the column name, right? So here is also ID. That's it. Then now the salary table is also created, but here that is a user ID. So use the same and change the table name and the column name. So here is the column name is user underscore ID. Now run this. So all of my table has now the primary key. So we can see in our table. So in this is the primary key. Let me change the color. This is the primary key. This is also primary key. This is also primary key. This is also primary key. And city is also primary key. Salary also primary key. Fine. Now, in the employee, we have the city. So this city column is taking value from the this. So here I'm going to change this as a foreign key. Okay. So this city will contain those value which has this value. Means there is a relationship between the primary key and foreign key is that if a one liner I tell you that foreign key is the child of the primary. So in my table, this one is the primary key. So this, if I'm going to create these as a child, this city as a child, so it will contain or can contain the value from only this column. It cannot go beyond. Means if I have 101 at here, So we cannot create only 101 we have it here. So we cannot use 102 at here because there is no child and parent relationship. 101 means here it should also have the 101. So now I'm going to create this as a foreign key. Okay. So the query would be the same for the foreign key, for the employee table, alter table, add foreign key, and from this table I'm creating foreign key city. So foreign key city. Now I have to give the reference that from which where its parent table is. So for that references, the parent table is city. And which column? ID. No, this become my no C description. So this is the child table of city table, child column for the city table. The value is coming from the city table. So for the same way, I'm going to create a state designation department. And city. State data is coming from a state table, and that is the ID. Then designation is coming from the role. And department is coming from the department table. And all are the reference table, reference column is, oh, sorry, this one designation, the table name is city. This is the state, correct? Designation, this would be designation. Because I'm going to create foreign key this column, and reference is depart role, employee role, and ID. So depart depart is the column name in the employee table. I'm making a foreign key in employee table. So first of all, we need to write the column name in which table, in the table where we are making the column as a foreign key. And reference I'm giving the parent table and which column it will refer. So in the department table, this ID will reflect for this one, department. Okay. So this way we need to update state is the state, role, designation, department, and then we have city. City we have created, city we have created, state designation department, then user ID is from the User ID reference is salary table, and that is the user ID. It is the coincidence that name is same. There is, it doesn't impact or affect the table column name. But the matter is here that whatever the value you have in this column, that must be present in the parent table, that particular column. City we have executed. Employee, okay, city we have already executed. Let me check it is done or not. Description is where here. So city we have executed. Now we will execute the state. Then this one. Then department, and then this. Not check. Yes, city became the foreign key, state is foreign key, designation is foreign key, department is also foreign key, and the user ID is also foreign. So now our table is completed, all the relationship is developed. Again, you can make one more thing, that here we can see that email ID is there, right? So we can make email ID also a unique email ID. System will accept. In that scenario, the email column will accept only the unique values. Unique email ID means it should not get repeated. So for that, just alter unique key email. That's it. Now check the description. This become a unique key. So now no one can add duplicate values in this column as well. Which column? That is the email. Since ID is a primary key, so again you cannot insert duplicate values, and it will contain all the characteristic of the primary key. So now your table data is completed. Now you can make your own practice on all the SQL queries in your local machine. No need to always browse XYZ website and do the same, right? So now I'm also going to add this Excel sheet which I prepared so that you can take a reference. But again, I would say that do not copy, learn by yourself, understand this so that you can create wherever you want, in which database you want. You can create a table structure. Okay. Thank you guys. Thanks for your time and completing this video. Thank you.